Hello, I'm Meanopoly. I'm a self-taught artist. I've been doing art for more than 15 years. I do both digital and traditional media. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks that can help you to improve your overall drawing, especially your line quality. Also, English is not my native tongue, so please bear with me. There are going to be some very strong accent coming out from my mouth, from the bottom of my heart. And if you don't understand or you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. So sit tight, buckle up, and let's go. My first and foremost tip is that you should always start warming up your body, especially your arms, for 5 minutes before you go sit down and draw. Start by stretching your elbows, your shoulders, both left and right. Crack your fingers. You know how to crack them. You don't know, it's okay. Just make sure they are loosen all up the joints. Your wrist. Shake it up. Bend it left and right. Now I'm going to take you to my drawing desk and show you the rest of my tips and tricks. Alright, so after you warm up your wrists, your fingers, shoulder joints, elbow joints, now you ready to get into the next step. Next step is holding your pencil in the right positions, okay? Or pen, holding your pen in the right positions. When you're holding these two just right, when you draw, your line quality gonna be really good, okay? So I've seen a lot of beginning artists usually draw, when we write in elementary school, we don't know how to hold a pencil correct way, we hold like this, really close to the tip of the pencil, and this is, I would say, it's really bad for your drawing, or the habit of your drawing, okay? So I can show you why it's bad. So let's say I'm drawing a face, okay? So when I draw a face, I draw an eye. Let's say I start with my right eye first, and like that, right? But when I do my left eye, my whole thumb, my thumb tip and my fingertip and my pencil tip, hide the other eye completely, and I don't know, where the right eye look like, okay, or the left eye from that perspective. So that eye is gonna be hidden behind my hands or my fingers. And when I try to draw my left, I have to make sure I keep checking to make sure I can see it in the right line. I have to be in the right line, so I have to keep checking it. And this is bad habit, make you slow down, make your line quality look weird, look, not right, okay? So this is how I would recommend you guys to hold your pencil, and it's gonna speed up things a lot when you draw, when you try to write, okay? Cursive or any type of writings that you guys been doing or drawing. Okay, so I would keep the distance from, distance from my thumb tip to the tip of the pencil. It's about 1.5 inches, or about 2 centimeters away, okay? So make sure, give it some space, so when you draw, you can see that you have enough space or vision to see what you're drawing, okay? Like a full picture. Let's say I'm starting with a nose, mouth, excuse my drawing. This is not, I'm normally draw. Just want to show the example, okay? Let's say that. So hold it a bit, further from the tip. You can even start by doing that, further, like 2-3 inches. Then you wanna see a bigger picture, or you wanna do shading, you know, all the shading like that, or you wanna hold like this, like most of the artists, okay, like pencil figure drawing artists, they hold like that. So you kind of use these two, like the middle finger and the thumb, hold like that, and then the index fingertip is like anchor, like control, make it like stable, and also at the end of the tip of the pencil, at the end of the pencil, kind of anchor to your palm, okay, give it a bit stability, okay, so you can shade or you can draw, you know, figure drawing, start doing your shading, your shape, drawing shapes, you know, all those, okay. That's how you hold the pencil. And because the pencil has a bigger area, you know, where you get the lead to apply on the paper, so you can tilt it almost like parallel to the paper. See that? Like almost 180 degree or 0 degree to the paper. Or you can do 90 degree. You can do more than that, but this is weird too. Don't do this. Well, you can have fun with it, but I would not recommend if you want to get better line quality, okay? And now you already know how to hold the pencil. For the pen, make sure you hold it in a way that the ball rolls and the ink comes out, okay? Make sure the ballpoint right here, because it's a ballpoint pen, so make sure the ball rolls and the ink comes out. So if you go too, you know, flat like this, there's no ink coming out because the tip is not rolling. You have to make sure you get in the right degree or elevations, so you get the ball rolling, then the ink comes out. Okay, hold the same thing like that. Okay, and holding a brush pen, similar to pencil, because brush pen, I will show you why I love this so much at the end. Okay, I will tell you why I'm loving it. Because of the tip, you see the tip right there, similar to, you know, like pencil tip. It's like long tips, so you can almost tilt it flat, or you can go 90 degree like that. Okay, I will show you why this is important, the shape or the thickness of it. So that's how you hold pen, pencil, and brush pen. Now let's go to muscle memory. So you want to get better at any physical thing, you know, like sports, martial arts, like training, karate, whatever. You have to train your finger, I mean not fingers, like muscle, right? So you have to make sure you get punch right, you do all those exercise to get better katas. Okay, now when you draw, okay, there are small, medium, and large drawing you've been doing, okay, or you going to do. So when you draw, let's say I move it with my wrist, okay, I put my, like the bottom of my palm right here, like this place right here, on the paper or the canvas, and when I move, I pivot from there. So when I do it, I get, you know, like smaller, like small range of motion. Okay, so I can get like short line, I can get short curves, short arcs, okay, short straight line like that, short curves, short arc when I want to do something small, something like small details, okay. But when I want to do a greater detail, a bigger detail, I move it from my elbow. So I use my elbow as a pivot point, okay. I lift up this above the paper, and then I do my drawing. Then I get longer line, longer straight line, longer curve. Okay, I get straight line like that, longer curve. Now when I want to get even longer curve and longer straight line, I move it from my shoulder. Now I lift up the whole, this point and this point above the paper, and then I move it from my shoulder, make my shoulder loose, and then I can draw a really long curve or arcs of a circle or straight line. You see that? Longer straight line or even straight line. Okay, so it's really important. You want to draw small detail, pivot from your palm or your wrist. Okay, use your wrist to do like small detail. And you want to draw bigger detail, move it from your elbow, make your elbow as a pivot. Okay, and you want to draw bigger detail, like bigger picture, you move it from your shoulder, pivot from your shoulder. Okay, that's one thing to improve your line quality. Now when you do those as a habit, you're gonna get muscle memory, so you know right away when you drawing small detail, you start like that. When you draw bigger detail, you start with your elbow. When you draw even bigger detail, you start with your shoulder. Okay, it's like, robot. It just wake you up like that, like boom, oh okay, I know which muscle I should use. Automatic, natural, like that. Okay, so now you wanna train other muscle memory. Okay, those just which pivot point you should use, like how small or how big your picture or details you want to draw. So now you want to train your muscle memory in a variety of motions, like make it loose, make it precise, smooth, curves, and everything else too, straight lines, So you do straight line, do it, fill the whole sheets of paper. Okay, do that, straight line, and then you can do fill it out like that, and you can do like opposite, make it 90 degree of those straight line. Try not to spin the paper yet. This is muscle memory training. You see a lot of people like do spinning paper like this when you do straight line, because they get comfortable like that, just from left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right, like that. For me, I do that too, but this is just a muscle memory training. So you want to get good curve, good straight lines. Try not to spin it yet. Okay, do that. Okay, try not to spin it. Okay, try not to spin it. Okay, try not to spin it. Okay, do many zigzag, cross hatching and everything in just one position of the paper. Try not to move it yet. Okay, when you get comfortable with your muscle memory, then you can move, so you know that, oh, I'm comfortable with left to right, so you know that you can move to get a better line by just moving your paper, because you're comfortable with drawing left to right, or from your body away the body. Okay, did I say it right? Yeah, from left to right, just remember that. Okay, now those just a straight line. Okay, now try not to spin your paper again. Do it with curve, so you can do S curve, S curve, S curve, S curve. Okay, now you want to practice S curve. When I draw from the top to the bottom, right? Now try from the bottom to top. Okay, now the opposite of S is like number 2, so you do number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2 too many times, just 2. It means something else, huh? Okay, just 2, 2, 2, 2. Now go from bottom to top. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, after you're done with the S curves and number 2 curves, now let's do ellipse. Okay, ellipse, ellipse, vertical, horizontal, thin, fat ellipse, you know, super thin ellipse, a little bigger ellipse, and make sure it looks like circle already. Okay, now do that, do that, do this too, like diagonal ellipse, you know. Okay, so train this. That, let's say I'm doing clockwise, now I'm doing counterclockwise. So clockwise, counterclockwise, you see that? Okay, train those. And after drawing those circles and the ellipse, you want to draw spirals or slinky. Okay, just a quick show of my slinky. I just bought it. Never had it as a kid. Alright, so slinky. So you want to do, you know, keep going. Clockwise position, keep moving, slinky or spirals. Like the same shape and go back. The same shape, back and forth. Okay. Top, bottom, and then vertical. Okay, bottom, top. Okay, do that, and then after all this like that, and then do diagonal. Okay, diagonal, clockwise, counterclockwise. Okay, do that. Clockwise, counterclockwise, do that. And after all of these spiral, like the same, you know, like let's say the same width spiral, now you do thick to thin spiral. So thick, thin, thick, thin, go back, thin, thick. Okay, variety of that. So from thin to thick to thin again, you know, thin, thick, to thin again, and thick again. You know, it's your variety of drawing. Okay, so do this, do the same thing, the diagonal, thick, thin, thick, do something diagonal. Okay, like that. Okay, variety of angles that you're drawing. So after all of these spirals, now it gets a bit more challenging. Okay, now you draw a line but with a restriction, so you challenge yourself. So you put, okay, I'm gonna draw with the marker so it's a bit thicker so it can show clearly, like clearer in my video. Okay, so you want to put 2 dots and connect them. Do your best, like that. That looks good. 2 dots and connect them. Okay. Okay. Now 2 dots, top, bottom, connect them. Okay. 2 dots, bottom to top, connect them. Try not to spin the paper yet. Okay, you wanna find your comfortable ways of drawing first. Okay, if you already found it, go ahead, spin it, but don't spin it yet. You haven't found your comfortable way of drawing. Okay, do that. And diagonal this way. Okay, good. Okay, do that. Now after these straight lines, you want to draw a curve. So 2 points make a straight line. 3 points make a curve. So you want to connect the 3 point with a curve like that. That looks okay to me. Okay. And I'm gonna, you know, anything closer, further, you know, do your best. Kind of okay. Okay, train that. Oh, it looks good. A little cheating right here. Why I'm showing how to cheat? Okay. So after 3 points, now you want to make 4 points, like more challenging. So, you know, 4 points. So you can make a curve, like an S curve, like that. Train yourself like that, okay? Or can be just a curve like that. See that? It looks like a face right here, right? Okay, like head right there. So that's why you're doing this. You can put 5 points. Okay, it's up to you. It's your challenge. It's your training. Do it. Get better at it. Get best at it. Okay. Those are just curves. Now you want to draw ellipse with restrictions, and this is hard. I would say it's the hardest in my line quality training. Like I train myself from the books how to draw from Scott Robertson's books. So you can restrict yourself with 4 points and then try to draw an ellipse. Connect those 4 points, like connect the dots. Okay. Okay. Try your best. You know, sometimes you can do this too. Like, make your finger move along with it until you feel comfortable, and then just go for it like that. And then, you know, kind of cheating, but okay, ellipse right here. Yeah, you can train it like that. And the other one, a bit hard too, or harder than this maybe, I would say. When you have ellipse, you have a minor axis, okay? Minor axis and a major axis. But usually like we artists, we don't really care about major axis. So just, you know, don't have to remember this guy. Remember this guy, okay? Minor axis. So when you draw ellipse, minor axis, with the minor axis, so when you fold this ellipse, let's say you cut the shape out of the ellipse and then you fold it, alright, in this line right here, you get this shape, you know, like close like that. That good minor axis and ellipse right there, okay? Ellipse, that's good ellipse right there. So you restrict yourself with the minor axis and then try to draw your best. That's bad, okay, okay, or bad. That's bad, okay, but make sure you do it good. It looks like it's symmetry both sides, okay? That looks good to me. Kind of cheating, but looks good. What I'm doing, I'm teaching you guys how to cheat, how to draw ellipse with cheating method. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, and then do your best. I'm doing 2 lines. It's okay too. You know, you can finish it with 1 stroke like that, or you can do your best. You know, like that. It's okay too. I think professional, it kind of goes like that, you know. Make it go until you feel confident. Go for it. okay, kind of okay. Okay, so train all of this. You know, let's say give it a week, not straight. You can do it every other day, you know, and you will see like your muscle memory get better and better and better. And then you start doing some type like, you know, animal drawings, some cute animated drawings or whatever. You're gonna see your line quality improve. Okay, now this is the last tip. Remember I told you that I love my brush pen really much. Okay, now when you draw with a pen, you usually get, okay, let's say with marker, when you draw with marker you usually get only one line thickness. See that? Like thin, and you want to make it thick, you have to make sure you double it. Or you have to do this, like tilt it to make sure it get like thin. It's hard, right? That's why this bad boy comes in. Okay, you see how big or how long is the tip, so the thickness can be that thick. Okay, so I can get, like, if I tilt this flat, almost flat like that, I can get my line that thick. You see that? And when I kind of leave it a little bit like this, and then kind of pressure it lighter than before, I can get my line another thickness, like medium thickness, and then I can get my line another thickness. I can get my line another thickness. Very similar, but you know, this is thinner. My line another thickness like this. Okay, so when you press harder, you get thicker. When you go lighter, like almost at the tip, you get thinner. I'm trying my best to get the thinness right here. See that? So just one tool, you have a variety. This can be infinite. Remember that, okay? Can be infinite of thicknesses. So just one tool, you can get from thin to really thick. And this is really important when you draw. So when you draw, let's say I'm starting with thin, and then I press it down like that, I get thick. See, thick and thin like that. Oh, thick and thin. Thick and thin. See? This is good line quality right there. Can be mountain, can be something, you know, a shape of mountain, you know, like that, you know. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna demonstrate how you can use your line weight, you know, your line weights to make your drawing look good. Okay, now for example, if I do it with a pen, let's say I'm going to use Micron pen. Okay, I'm going to draw a wave, just a single wave, like single big wave. Let's say I'm starting like that, and then go like that. See, it's like one liner wave. Okay, it looks good. Looks good, right? Yeah, it looks good in my frame of a video. Okay, so that's just one line weight. You see, that's like the thickness, just one, thin. That's it. Now, if I do this, with my brush pen, so I can get. So now I have to make sure where the light at. So let's say this is the sun. Shine that from the top above. Okay. So I know that this line gonna be in the shadow. This side right here in the shadow. This side here can be in the shadow. decided here a little shadow, decided here gonna be in the light, gonna be in the light, gonna be shadow right here, shadow, light right here. Okay, so I started real light, shadow, real big shadow, and then go light again, and then go shadow, light again, thicker, shadow, light again. You see that? So thick and thin, it can make it even better than that. This one looks good already, but this one even better. Now, if you don't have this, you can, emulate this technique by using these two, or thick and thin, or just this. You have to redraw it to make it thick line, okay? So, I'm doing that, thin, okay? And then I know that this is gonna be thick, so I don't have to draw it. This is gonna be thin. That's gonna be thick, gonna be thin, and thin. So I kind of skip like that, If you cannot see the whole picture, it's okay. Sometimes you have to do like, pencil sketch a little before you do your drawing, right? See? So you know where to apply the thickness. So then, this thicker line comes in, you just fill it in. Like that. Okay, just like that. Look interesting, look more interesting than this one, right? Now, another technique I've seen, I would say some comic artists do this, or professional comic artists or anime artists. You say I go thin, I don't have to go thin, I go dot dot, thin, and then thick, thick dot, and then go thin, skip, thin dot, thick, thin, dot, dot, like that. You see that? So it doesn't have to be dot, it can be, like that. It can be a dash or a comma or semicolon if you prefer. So this technique look more interesting. See that? It look better than the first one, right? Maybe better than the second or the third, I would say. Some people will prefer this, right? And if you've seen Mr. Kim Jung Gi or Kim Jung Gi, I would say Kim Jung Gi. Sorry if I say your name wrong, Mister. His drawing style, let's say, I draw it that way, right? So he do it like thin like that, and then thick, and then he uses his finger to smudge it, like the print, the style, make it stylish. He do that. Okay, you kind of smudge it to make it look more interesting. You see that? So that's another way how to do it too. So you use your brush pen or watercolor brush or pencil. You can smoosh it like that and then get the effect like that. So it's good. So that's what I learned from him. Okay. So that's how you would improve your line quality in your drawing, in your design work. So praise for the best. Okay, I hope you can improve, or this video help you along your journey, your art career journey. Okay, Thank you for watching, and if you would like, you can follow me on my Instagram and subscribe to my channel. So thank you, and we'll see you later with my future video.